Hi everyone, it's Bryce Root with the Root Group. Welcome, it's Root of the Matter, and today we are talking with Clara Minor from Minorsan. And we're going to talk about her number one marketing issue of how to fix being sporadic with her marketing. We're also going to talk about how to sponsor a Facebook group, how to create content that is just off the charts and really resonates with your customers. We're also going to talk about how to create content that your fans just love, they fall in love with, and how you should not use acronyms. The last thing is how to use texting and how to make it work for you and your business. So come on up, it's time for Root of the Matter. So welcome everyone, welcome to Root of the Matter, and we are fortunate to be here with Clara Minor. She is the owner of Minorsan, and I'm going to let her go ahead and essentially give us her elevator pitch. That's actually one of the number one things that I want every business owner to have down pat is their elevator pitch. So let's hear from Clara what her business is all about.
Okay, I am Clara Minor, and I teach predominantly women how to feel really good in their bodies, feel really great about their bodies through teaching them how to find their badass courage. And we do that through a fighting fitness art and fitness programs that I offer, and self-defense.
Excellent. Now, with Root of the Matter, our thing is getting down to it. What is like your number one issue, number one kind of hurdle, number one opportunity that you want to prepare for?
It's really just getting a marketing plan for every year, getting a plan for what I want to do, how I want to bring people in, how I want to connect, how I want to get my brand out there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of broad. I don't want to piecemeal things.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do this, or let's do that, or this month let's do that, and kind of hit and miss. And then you get all of the marketers that email inundated with all of their plans and their thing that's going to work, or their software that's going to work, or their whatever that's going to work best, and they sound really enticing. And
yeah.
Sometimes you bite, and sometimes I just go, no, I can't do another program. I can't try and get involved with another program. I've got 1 million programs already I haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they're sitting on my computer and I haven't completed them. So I don't want to get another one, and yet the 2018 version of this or that or the other, and it can get just mind-boggling. When
it comes to branding and just marketing in general, being really proactive and connecting with your target customer is vital. And essentially, the more that you can tap into the lifestyle and the mindset of your target customer, the more that you can connect with them. So being able to be in like the private Facebook groups, or sponsoring the moms group, or that they all belong to, could be a really big win for you.
What do you mean? So how do you sponsor a mom's group? Those are just private groups on Facebook.
Yeah, but that's where you can kind of get a leg up on the competition. Like say there was a private Facebook group for local moms in Aptos, Capitola, downtown, west side, wherever it might be. And say there's a couple hundred moms. And say you came along and said, hey, love to maybe sponsor your program, your Facebook group, maybe offer some type of contest or something like that. And maybe it's just branding awareness. Like maybe it's offering like a weekly, monthly like self-defense tip or a fitness tip to the group. And that's where you could, with the content that you're creating for social media, you could very easily repurpose it. Like say you did like a how-to video, just real simple, like 30-second tip. In exchange for you sponsoring it, which might mean donating like a free week or maybe some type of gift card or something to that group, they might allow you access to offer them like a free tip of the month from Minorsan. And then you can basically be in front of those 200 moms that are dedicated to that mom culture, and have like a self-defense tip that is applicable to a soccer mom or a stay-at-home mom. And so all of a sudden, and that's just an example of 200 moms, but there's some private Facebook groups that are hundreds, thousands of people.
And then I'll be talking a little bit about badass courage and how to find yours, or do you have it, or where it is, or what is it, or to the group, and then there'll be wine and food and
Well, first off, take advantage of that opportunity to have someone videotape you during that speech that you do, because that speech, you have a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and being able to showcase that opportunity, that could turn into maybe potentially something that goes in your email newsletter. It could be something on social media. It could be part of a Facebook and Instagram ad that is constantly going out to your target customer. That's a whole area that you can very affordably be in front of your target customer 24/7. So being able to kind of showcase what you're all about and what you stand for in your brand, and having those keywords constantly in the feed of your target customer, potentially that speech could be something that, I don't want to say viral, but it could be something that on a very hyper level really resonate. It could really resonate with your target customer. And if they start to see that, they might click on it, they might watch it, and then they'll start to become exposed to your website. They might subscribe to whatever video channel that you have. They might turn on post notifications because they want more of that kind of motivational force in their life. Just all going back to the content that you put out there, both for current clients and potential clients. It's all about really helping them in some way. Because if you think about it, everyone's kind of bombarded by people that are just constantly trying to get their money.
Exactly.
So if you can always be putting out content that is helping them make their life easier, make them smile more, just de-stress them a little bit, give them more time, empower them fitness-wise, mentally, whatever it might be. If you're constantly doing that, the people that are your essentially your secondary spokespeople, your ambassadors, that your word of mouth is going to carry, because those people will always be your cheerleaders, and they're going to share your content that you're creating, like with their set of girlfriends, the groups that they travel in, their Facebook, their Instagram followers. They're going to be able to share that content that you're putting out there. It's always, you want to help people as much as possible. And by doing that, people are going to say, hey, oh my gosh, she's been helping me all this time. And finally, that one video that they see from you, or that one like motivational quote, that might be the trigger. That might actually be what gets them to walk in the door. And unless that content isn't being put out there in the world, whether it's through advertising, or social media, whatever it might be, that's not going to hit them. Their friend isn't going to share that with them. So it's an easy way to kind of get in front of them.
So
that's where you can get into trouble if you start using like industry specific, maybe there's credentials and things like that from a fellow industry person, they go, oh wow, that's amazing. But from the perspective of your customer, they're like,
who gives the rat's ass?
Those 3 letters, like, who knows what that means? Like, maybe everyone has those 3 letters.
Yeah, and a lot of times I realize they don't care. They could care less what your credentials are, what your training is, and what can you do for me.
It's all about them.
You can do it. I really don't care whether you got this certification or that certification or any of that stuff. And I, over the years, of course, a lot of us have learned that that's the way it is, that you connect with them where they're at and what you can do for them.
If you can translate what that 3-letter acronym certification or whatever it might be, translate that into how that affects them, how that benefits them, then that will speak to them. I see that a lot in different industries. If you can really speak to that person, your target customer, on their level, and essentially like hit it home with making their lives easier and happier, and maybe they save money, maybe they save time. If you can hit home with having a consistent brand communication that speaks to them in that way, and then if they happen to come and see you, they maybe do like a free class or whatever it might be, whatever your kind of initial offer to them is, and they experience you, and you've built all that into your kind of brand experience, they're like, oh my goodness, like everything from what is said to them when they walk in the door to like their experience to what is said before they leave. Maybe it's the follow-up, like one day after their class. Maybe it's like 30 minutes after their class, they get a text like, oh my gosh, they're like on top of their customer experience. Like they're taking care of me. They are concerned about me. Maybe that text is a very personal one that they shared something with you. You go, oh, don't forget, we have a video that we just produced that helps you with, maybe they shared something about like, I'm always using a baby jogger everywhere I go. You go, well, here's a great stretch that will allow you to like not have that hamstring problem or whatever. And the more that you can hit home and have a very customized customer experience with them, like, oh my God, like they are not a corporate fitness type studio. This is a very customized experience that I'm having here. I'm going to sign up and buy the 20 pack or sign up for the monthly program because I love this attention to me. Because essentially it all comes back to, it's all about them, all about the customer.
Exactly.
You just keep your marketing simple, like top 3 things you need to do to stay in front of your target customer, your primary target customer. And consistently do those things, and just remember the messaging and the content just really needs to resonate with them. If it's not hitting home and using some of the acronyms that busy soccer moms are using, maybe there's a kind of a current trend in videos that they love, whatever it is, being able to tap into their busy lifestyle and how you can make them happier and less stressed out. If you can offer that to them, they will pay attention.